Nasharallah, before we go into this lesson, we give all honor, all glory, and all praises be to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakodash. We give double honor to the apostles and prophets. And as you wake up, with us great mercy for the bring forth the 100% truth that I've been currently edified under. Shalom to the elect, tabernacle of David. And our brothers are coming to this lesson. Now, this is a herb lesson dealing with bronchitis. And the reason I'm doing this is because there a virus that has been going around, which one of the symptoms to that virus is, in fact, bronchitis, leading to what? Coughs, heavy coughs, and even things like high fevers, vomiting, or even diarrhea. So these viruses that past is true is happening again. And we need to keep our body strong and ready, as well as protected from these infestations. So pause. And before we start, we have to establish what the word has said. So scripture says in Sirach 38 and verses 1, honor a physician with the honor due unto him for the uses which ye may have of him, for Yahweh had created him. And of course, they were created for a purpose. The purpose is to do what? To give ease using remedies to prolong life. But let's continue. It says, for of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. It continues, the skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be in admiration. It says, Yahweh had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. So it goes back to what we were saying. If you are interested in this information, or you are going through something similar, and you know this is going to help you, why not inform or take it down? We are not saying you have to go through the whole lesson. If you know you have a symptoms of bronchitis, you can use the remedies as provided at the end of the video, right? Or going down to the end of the video to assist you or to help prolong your life, right? So, without further ado, let's get right into the information, because bronchitis could be a crucial thing at the end of the day. Bronchitis is an inflammation of a bronchial tubes, the airway that carry air to your lungs. It makes breathing harder and causes coughing. Types: acute bronchitis, bronchitis, most common, usually caused by a virus, like I said, last 1 to 3 weeks, often follows a cold or flu. So you see, we have to also address that as we do with the acute bronchitis. As it continues, it says chronic bronchitis, a form of COPD, defined as a productive cough lasting 3 months for 2 years in a row. This is commonly caused by smoking or long-term irritant exposure. So you're seeing as to where it can become a more task to deal with if we keep allowing it to reach to that extent too. Common symptoms: persistent cough, often with mucus, a clear yellow or green, chest tightness and discomfort, shortness of breath, wheezing, fatigue, mild fever, and chills, more common in acute cases. There's not the chronic cases, but the acute cases. Causes is virus. Most acute cases is virus. Bacterial, less common. Smoke, dust, chemical or air pollution, cold air. Treatment general for acute bronchitis is rest and fluid, warm liquids, tea and soup, honey for cough if not diabetic, and age 1 year. Humidifier or steamed over-the-counter cough meds use carefully. Antibiotics usually did not help unless a doctor confirms a bacterial infection. You see? So it also gives you the remedies and things that you could use. Now, the idea for rest and fluids is very important, because what we are going to provide is the essence of fluid itself, which is what our herb brew brings about. All right, and warm liquid, by the way. But anyways, let's keep going. It says for bronchial for chronic bronchitis, stop smoking, inhalers, or bronchodilators, pulmonary rehab, or doctor managed treatment plan. When to see a doctor, which we not necessary, but if it's up to you, it's your choice, no problem. It says cough last or more than 3 weeks, high fever, of course, blood in mucus, severe shortness of breath, chest pains, repeated episodes of bronchitis. All right. So, with that information provided, let's grab the information that you are going to use. On this lesson, I'm going to make sure and provide more than 3 remedies to combat or deal with bronchitis in itself. Though we have much more extensive information that we can provide, we are going back to the simple and most effective ones at the end of the day. So let's go into one of the remedies here, which is very clear, very vivid. It says bronchitis, anise hyssop, and angelica, balsam fir, balsam polar, bloodroot, which actually helps to build your blood and strengthen your immune system to fight off things like virus, dealing with acute bronchitis. Let's continue. As well as, by the way, we have bonest, cardinal flower, chamomile to calm the mind, choke cherries, actually very good for your tubes. Colt's foot, common lungwort, very important, used to restore the functions of your lungs and assist in removing the excess mucus that is formed by the infestation from the viral infections. It actually helps quickly. This is one herb I'll guarantee that helps fast, quickly. All right, quickly. Let's keep going. Devil's Club. We have echinacea. Now, mind you, the remedy that we are going to provide, which is going to be 4th or 5th, also have echinacea and elecampane, as well as golden seal, as well as mullein, as well as elderberries, because those 5 that I call specifically targets your lungs, strengthening, developing, and restoring at the end of the day. So, dirty bronchial tubes, of course. So, let's continue. Elecampane, holy basil, another one, by the way, but let's keep going. Hoste, lavender, lemon verbena, lobula inflata, long lichen, maidenhair fern, marrow, marshmallow, Mormon tea. Mullein, like I said, very powerful for your respiratory system, your lungs, and your bronchial tubes. Actually helps to remove excess mucus, as mentioned and as shown directly. Yes, you heard me. Because I mean, I was a witness. Anyways, I see it work for me. So come on, and for others who I applied to the product as well. Anyways, Usha pipsiswa, red root, slippery elm, sugar maple, sweet grass, thyme. Thyme, especially the oregano, the fat thyme, the broadleaf thyme, especially that in itself is going to do the job by itself. There are herbs that we call that is actually perfect by itself to remove the viral loads and to clear up the phlegm that is blocking your bronchial tubes, all right, causing a problem with breathing, of course. Then we have thyme, you have usna or usna, we have usnia, correct. Anyways, western skunk cabbage, Alright, so like white mustard, wild rose. So that's one remedy. And as usual, you could literally choose. I could choose 7 herbs from this that gets the job done without having to grab the rest. And I'll start just to show you. Campaign 1, echinacea 2, mullein 3, right? Lungwort 4. We take in we call this red root 5 for the build up on the strength. Honestly, that is powerful herb, strong. We take in horse tail, which is another one for lungs, 6. And the last one we take in is literally we call it holy basil, which is other known as tulsi. So holy basil or tulsi, which is again used for your respiratory system, especially during the lungs. All right, so that's one proper remedy. That is one remedy you could grab and pick up and use. Those all together, 7 herb combination, which is going to assist in removing these phlegms from the families that may, or those that may have that bronchitis situation going on in your homes. This is what you could use to remove, to soften the kind of laggy mucus as well that is be stuck in certain areas like your bronchial tracts. It helps bring it up even more. So now that you know that, you know what to do. Right, we have more, so let's grab the rest. So like another remedy for the bronchitis, considering is we have chickweed, cold's feet, campaign, ginger, another powerful remedy, you see. So we have campaign, ginger, golden seal, mullein, pulsary, soft pimento, skunk cabbage, and slippery M. Yet again, notice there are similarities in these because these actually get the job done. Now I believe you can grab bronchitis with a dietary plan in this. Don't quote me on it, but I believe you can get it regardless. So let's see. Oh, that's too much, too high. So go a little lower and see. Just a little access B, and that's it. All right. Tell me if I pass it. There we go. Like I said, so there's 2 remedies. This is going to be the third one. Where did I plan, right? So we have in this one, which deals with the same bronchitis. Gave an explanation here, acute and chronic, right here and right there, acute and chronic, which is the same information was given as we read. We have Bethany, cat's claw, chickweed, colt's foot, comfrey, elecampane, eucalyptus, horehound, lungwort, mullein, pulsary, and skunk cabbage. Now, mind you, cat's claw, and this is going to be a major carrier with elecampane and horehound because these are also herbs that is used to eradicate what you know as parasite or parasitic infections, or in other words, infestations that usually targets the respiratory region. This is what it's going to do. It's going to remove that, right? And we have the food source to add to that. So we have apricots, asparagus, beet greens, broccoli, cabbage, cantaloupes, carrots, corns, dandelion greens, dates, endives, elderberry, one next powerful one that is directly used to combat things like pneumonia and bronchitis. So which is phlegm backed up or built up in the these areas. So we have, let's continue. Garlic, kale, leeks, lettuce, mustard greens, orange, papaya, parsley, pecans, peaches, peas, pineapple, plum, spinach, tangerine, turnip greens, and watercresses. So you have what you can eat. And my advice is to follow this diet, but add in what you know as sea moss to that diet, and you will have nothing to worry about. Those that are, seeking information for that. Sea moss is what you can use, for those who don't know, to soften the largely mucus that is be trapped or blocked up in certain areas that they can't get rid of. Is to soften that and actually break it apart. Sea moss is used to soften it, if you do not know, for those who don't know. And at times it even runs more until all is out. That is part of the process of sea moss, for those who don't know. Joining with the rest of these fruits by itself could also be used as a remedy. But of course, we have nothing more than the last one, which you're going to provide. And that deals with nutrient support because of this particular combination. Nutrient support, which carries nettle, tila, bladder wrack, nopal, and sea moss, because the iodine content is high in it, which also stimulates balance, control. So this is going to allow your thyroids to act 100% functional to combat the viral loads concerning the acute bronchitis and assist if need be. So then we have the nettle, which is used as a builder, a tonic, and to remove mucus, an expectorant plant. By the way, expectorant plant by itself, for those who did not know, that is what it is. So it helps in removing mucus regardless of the situation. So you have nothing to worry concerning that. All right. So yeah, again, so this is the combination right here, and you want to say because I've used this before coming to each of the cases when I was sick bad, and when I used this particular nutrient support in about let's just say evening time, I was able to breathe proper, because when I breathe now, the mucus with this is again combination, especially with the CMOS, the mucus that was built up was now something loose in my throat, so you would know, hey, things are coming out, if you understand where I'm coming from. So we have this remedy, and then we have the last one, which is a parasite detox, nice and warm. I'll tell you exactly how to do it, but first the remedy is provided, is needed, which is you have wormwood, black walnut clove, you have elacampane, you have blessed thistle, chaparral, you have what's it called, neem, echinacea, golden seal, echinacea, golden seal, seva peak, and fennel seeds. And then you add in mullein or lungwort, or something of that. Yeah, mullein, lungwort, and I think it's horse hung or something, or horse tail, somewhere around the bubble. And that is what you're going to use. Mix them together. One, again, you're getting a teaspoon of each together into a pot of hot water, but you leave it into the pot without water shellac. You're boiling water into a kettle. Try and see if you can boil about 1.8 liters. I believe that's how the measurement is. And you throw it into the pot. You boil the next one, and you throw it into the pot. And what you do is you're covering it down, covering on the pot, and allow the herbs to draw to steep. When it begins to steep, you leave it until for about 3 hours until everything is completed, basically. And from there, after a few hours, it's supposed to be warm and ready to drink. So you then take a mouthful. It is very bitter, by the way, but it works and it helps 100%. So you take a mouthful, or in other words, a portion cup, 2 portion cups twice a day when you're done. But usually, if you're making it for yourself, you put it in a bottle, just take a mouthful. twice a day, one in the day, one in the night, and that should do the trick. All right. So, and this is why the information is provided, because at the end of the day, it's to what? Provide a stimulation or a balance or ease, because at the end of the day, the scripture says, right? It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy talents, and the strength of salvation, for the fear of Yahweh is his treasure." So this what you're bringing out here is something that you should be taking down, because it's keynote to help rectify yourself. And mind you, there was more than 4 recipes given, so you don't know how beneficial it's going to be for your body. Now, Salakia might be a bit tired or sleepy. I am feeling it, but I'm trying my best to get this thing done. I have to go to work just now. So, anyways, right. So going and we got a precept one time to add it, because as scriptures made clear, it says health and a good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. So we know the purpose of a strong body as to live longer and to serve Yahweh Shemeshai, sincerity and in truth. So this is why we are out here preaching and showing information that could help those which are Yasharala to overcome and to be better people at the end of the day, for Yahweh Shemeshai, not for the system. So that scripture tells you, like a precept, this is because this is what we do this for. It says what? It says, "Then give place to a physician for Yahweh hath created him. Let him not go from thee, for thou hast need of him." It says, "There is a time when in their hands there is good success. For they shall also pray unto Yahweh that he would prosper that which they give for ease and for remedies to prolong life." At the end of the day. And that's what we're doing, because this remedy has provided all of them you can use, and I guarantee you are going to get an ease concerning what you are going through. So I hope this lesson is clear and edifying. Say Shalom Yesharala, Kal Halal Yam Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakodash. We get that belongs to the apostles and prophets and elders of James Camp, but on script notes of Philippines 40, 100% truth that have been correctly edified under. Shalom to the elect, the tabernacle of David, and our brothers are seen to you. Shalom.